Well, oh my goodness.
Hi.
I got to be honest, I'm a little nervous.
I'm not.
Okay.
I feel like I'm back home.
Well, I feel like I'm back home, but it like nervous to see people I haven't seen in a while.
I'm so not nervous that actually like, you know, like when you, okay, actually, I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Okay, cool. And on that note, we're going to bring in our guest.
Going well so far.
Going well so far. So I had the fortune of reconnecting with a dear, dear high school friend of mine who happened to work with a coworker of mine. And anyway, very serendipitous, but we were able to reconnect over white Negronis. And so on the pod, gracing our presence today is my dear, dear friend, Trisha Barton. Hey, you!
God, I wish we had one of those like Nickelodeon like laugh tracks. It's just like, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I like that ambient cheers. Thank you for agreeing to do this, my dear.
Thank you for having me. This is fun.
Have you ever been on a podcast before?
No.
Really?
But I believe my life is a podcast.
It is in many ways.
This is kind of like a meta narrative for you.
Yes.
Like
it's like within
podcast within a podcast, within a life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
The Tesseract.
Some people ask us, have you guys ever been on a podcast before when we speak? And we're like, well, technically we have one, but
people love to ask me what this podcast is about. And I say, I wish I knew.
I say, stop quizzing me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just go listen to it and then you'll realize that it's about us.
It's technically all about us.
Yeah. Hello. And what's the point of a podcast if it's not about us?
100%.
What are white Negronis?
Delicious.
What's the difference?
It's clear and white.
Okay.
Versus like
orangey.
Yes.
Normally they're orange.
And I think they use a different type of liquor. Like I want to say, I'm gonna say it wrong.
Okay.
But I'll ask to like, it'll be like a mezcal Negroni, and we'll have like a like lemon lime.
Okay.
Zest.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I sat down and was like, ease your way in. You haven't seen your friend in a while. Like, get maybe a glass of wine to start. And then you ordered first. And I said, that too for me, please.
I'm like, if you're gonna get a drink, like just go in there.
100%.
I don't know. I like Negronis. They're good,
me too.
They're a good stiff
Same.
drink to get the job done.
I had 3 on a date the other night.
Oh,
yeah.
Was it a good date?
It was. He's very smitten with me. And I'm like, this is just because of the Negronis, I think.
Keep bringing the Negronis.
I
You need
will.
to know how to make them.
I know. That's the next step.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll chat after this.
Yeah, please. I need all the tips I can get.
I got plans.
Yeah, I feel like adulthood for me was being like, oh, I like drinks that taste like booze. Like,
it's like extra boozy.
wow. Yeah, there's just no flour to it. It's just, that's a gin drink. It's just gin.
Lovely.
Yeah.
French 75 though.
French 75.
A French 75 with a little extra
Yeah.
liqueur.
Yeah. We got to be getting drinks more often.
Yes.
It's exactly how I felt when I left Drinks With You. I was like, well, that was easy and fun, and we should do that again.
Wait, so how did you guys, so you are coworkers with her coworker?
Okay. So I was like, I need to do community service. I need to get my life together more. And I was doing work. I think like someone had shared with me when I was looking it up on LinkedIn. I was like, oh, they like Isabelle liked their post. Okay, this must be like legit.
You know, I'm liking stuff on LinkedIn all the time.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
I'm giving him a light bulb emoji.
Active.
I do the
Yeah.
celebrate one.
The
clapping.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very tasteful,
Yeah,
very
or
demure.
a heart is very warm too. So I would probably
A heart is an HR violation in my opinion, and they should remove it.
100%. And I never use
I
those.
never use it, and actually, yeah. would
I like
never.
a clean like.
A clean like.
A clean
Of course
like.
you do.
I'm not clean though.
But I think LinkedIn gives you so many options for how to interact.
Yeah.
And it's like, it really does show where you're coming from and who you are with like how you choose to.
Yeah.
That's a very insightful. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I still don't know how to use LinkedIn.
Me neither. I only use it for my clients.
My dad is literally sending me cat memes in my DMs. I'm like,
On LinkedIn?
yeah, all the time.
It's like now
Why
it's
won't
not
he
the
send
time.
me any?
I'll have to ask him about that actually. I'm like, you should connect with someone from my past.
That would
She's
be
a good
really
receptacle.
weird,
Yeah.
actually. But essentially, I saw Isabelle. I was like, okay. And then I realized they worked at the same place. And I was like, oh, wait, you know Isabelle. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it's like, I should probably, at this point, I've said Isabelle enough where I need to reach out to Isabelle. because I probably haven't seen you since graduation.
It had been, I think, since high school, since we had seen each other.
You know what
Maybe-
is crazy is like your graduation day, you're looking around and you're like, most of these people, never gonna see them
Never
again.
gonna see you last time ever.
And it's like 18 years later, you're hanging out, but it's like you might as well never met.
And I honestly like, I would love to revisit that graduation specifically because it was such a time capsule. Like my mom sent me a picture recently. I was wearing a bodycon white dress. Literally, if I sneezed, it would have been like full cooter out. Straightened hair down to my midrib.
Of course.
And eyebrows plucked to the gods. And a pearl necklace so tight that like I was losing color in my face.
You guys didn't have like we had to all wear white dresses, but it was like the same white dress.
No.
So you guys got to choose.
We
I
took
do that
Crete.
in college.
Okay.
But I looked at my pictures. I had suede platform, teal pumps.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You absolutely did.
I did. I walked across that stage.
You did.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I didn't fall.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw each other at graduation. You said, cool, see you never.
Well, I like hoped that wasn't going to be the case. Like we might have hung out maybe once or twice, like
In
in
the
an
summer.
in between. Like we came back after freshman year. We probably drank in a basement together.
Totally.
But yeah, and then we just kind of like sadly drifted as time and geography want to do.
I just miss laughing. This person
I
used to
know.
make me laugh so
Class
much.
clown vibes.
Just slipping on peels from a girls.
What was your superlative?
Most likely to make you laugh.
Yes.
But it was contentious because my dear friend Kenna Hinton, also one of the funniest people I know.
Very.
I know her. Sat
Oh.
next to her at Isabelle's wedding.
Absolutely.
But I think, sorry, and I'm so sorry to Kenna, and I know whatever superlative you got was so perfect for you. I do think you should have gotten most likely to make you laugh.
I did get it.
I know.
But well, thank you.
I think that the result was the right outcome.
And Kenna got best laugh, which is like
Literally
Literally
Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong vibes.
Hey, I don't know what
Yes.
Cheech and Chong is.
Are they people?
I think they're
Yes,
like
they
supposed to, are they like stoners
movie.
or something?
Yeah, it's like an early rendition of Stoners in the
Okay.
70s.
So
Yeah.
they make each other laugh.
The Uncle Felix from Spy Kids.
Girl, I wish I knew. I need to research the ancient texts.
Me too. I
I'm
need to
so
get back to
sorry.
the scripture. Wait, did you get one?
Yes.
What was it?
I want to say it was Best Smile.
I mean,
Okay, so we have
Come on.
best laugh, best smile, and most likely to make you laugh,
So-
all within the same friend group.
Holy Trin right
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing was kind of rigged in that we had like maybe 17 people in our class, like, and they gave out like 17 senior superlatives.
Sure.
Very small school.
But everyone got one, right?
Not
no?
everyone.
Some people didn't get one.
Some people, right?
Really?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Maybe not though.
We had it so where like everyone got one and they were all made up. So it's like basically just yours was just like the one for your personality.
Oh, interesting.
Mine was most likely to have a cheesy talk show.
okay. Guess what?
Okay, guess what? Manifesting.
It was written in the stars. Yeah, I was talking to Parker and he was saying that like they had to eclipse the solar. I'm sorry, not the solar. They had to do that too. They had to eclipse the senior superlatives. Started
Eclipse
with an S.
them?
Yeah, like get rid of them.
Oh.
And because the ones that they had were like best tits. I'm not, or like
Right.
best rack, or it was like done in a way that was like you're saying best boobs, but different.
Politically
It was like
correct.
best shelf up top.
It's like
That sounds about
so
right.
No.
Yeah, it's like most likely to turn heads, and it was like the hottest girl with her picture from the back.
I mean, it's fine as long as we're doing it to the boys too. Like
Yeah,
most
agreed.
likely to rail you down or something.
Disappoint you.
Most likely to
Most likely to destroy your life and gaslight you.
Yeah, most likely to get
And that would be a
ran through.
tough run for,
Yeah,
tough competition. for that one.
Totally. Ours are pretty tame though.
Yeah.
They were like the run of the mill ones. I mean, there are some looks based ones always. Like, I'm pretty sure we had hottest, right? Or like best looking, or like a best hair.
Because Maya got best looking.
As she should have. Another dear
Right.
friend who got her pilot license. I learned we know someone. Who's,
Maya's a hot pilot.
hmm
For real.
Honestly, I do love when there's a girl pilot.
Yes.
And then if they're hot, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
so hot. doesn't care about anything.
Like, doesn't care that she's hot?
Yes. Which makes it hot.
Which makes it hotter, of course.
She was someone where like the only person who I cared to like impress or get anything out of was her in high school, because she gave no fucks about me.
It's still the same.
It's still the same.
Still the
Wait,
same.
so are
That's a
you and
beautiful
Maya
thing.
friends?
Yeah. I'll visit her often.
And where is she?
Texas.
Okay. And does she fly commercial, or does she just have her pilot's license to
Like,
fly
it's-
around?
I think, I don't want to misspeak.
she's
about
going to Epstein's.
like, she took the test.
Okay.
And there's like one little thing.
Wait, so do you guys have shared enemies from your high school? Speaking of things we can't post online. You don't have to name them, but I'm just curious.
There's definitely people I look
There's-
back on not so fondly.
Yes. We may or may not have spoken about them on those white Negronis.
And then white Negronis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing there were no microphones hooked up at
Yeah.
that point.
Should have been. I just remember this one person. There was like an AP World test, and you knew that teacher.
Mhm.
Like it was a full
Like the end of the year.
end. Like he
Yeah.
never tested you. He just gave us mini quizzes, and then gave us this big test. And
Right.
everyone was always like super scared to take it. It was world history, AP World. Yeah, I think so.
Mm.
And there was something happening, and this person, I just remember them saying like, "No, I'm gonna take the test. Like, I know there's an ambassador meeting or something like that." I watched, like, we all got the test, and then I saw her go flip, 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 flip. Actually, I just realized I need to go to the ambassador meeting. So can I take this later?
And in
There's-
front of everyone?
Yes. Got away with
Okay.
it.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like she probably didn't even take it.
No, probably not. This actually reminds me of like, did you guys know people in, well, I guess it was like when we were about to go to college where like they got extra time on the ACTs
Yes.
and
Oh,
yeah.
SATs. And
I
like,
was always so
Oh,
jealous.
everybody had extra time.
except for me, and I
Me.
desperately needed it.
No, and like nowadays I'm like looking at how little I get done in a day, and I think there's absolutely every chance that I should have had an extra time.
Literally, I'm like, my mom doesn't believe in medication. I have ADHD. I need help.
Mhm.
Someone help me.
Did we have the same home life?
Probably.
I need all of those things. My mom doesn't believe in medication either.
I mean, I got I took the ACT, by the way, 4 times. And then
Okay.
remember like certain schools let you super score?
I never took that.
I needed the ACT.
I took the
Same.
SAT.
Well, the SAT, I literally remember getting sat down by a college counselor and she was like, that one's not for you.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I think that SAT was longer. I'm botching this. One of them was like more science, math heavy, and the other one's more reading, English heavy.
I feel
Yeah.
like ACT was more science math.
You had graphs. You had to like read graphs
God, I
for
hated
the
it so
ACT.
much.
And it was like more sections or something like that.
So then why did they make me take that one and not the SAT?
You want to hear a fun fact?
Mm.
Please.
I learned in college taking a statistics course that the SAT is only an indicator of how well you will do your first semester of college.
Interesting.
That's all it really measures.
I don't even think it measures that. I think it's just, I mean, I would honestly go back and take the SAT. Like, I think that sounds fun. I like the parts where it's like you read a little story and then
Yeah.
And then
You
you have to
strike me
answer
as an
questions.
amazing test taker.
Yeah. No.
I am
Hell.
kind of a good test taker, but the math section I could never crack.
I just had this like deep-seated belief the entire time that they were tricking me, where I was like, you think you want me to circle that one? you think you make me think that it's the right answer and I know it's not. And then I do like the most wrong one
Mhm.
because I think that that's the mind game that they're playing.
Because they are playing a mind game.
They always are, ultimately.
I don't like tests.
Have you ever had to take like a post, like a LSAT or like MCAT or anything like that?
Yes.
Well, you're a very learned woman. Like you've done so much school since school.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I'm
done.
so tired. Yeah, I had to take the GRE.
Okay.
Oh,
And is that a similar vibe?
yes, but
Okay.
like worse.
Damn. And
It's
what
just
was,
to get to
and the
grad
GRE is
school.
for grad school,
Yeah,
but it's not like specialized, right? In what you're going to study?
trying to go back in time.
I know,
So I've, like,
sorry.
repressed
It's
that
like PTSD.
memory. It's just to say that you had the aptitude to be in grad school,
Right.
which there were several people
It's
I
like,
saw.
girl, I do not know how you had the aptitude to get here.
Right, precisely.
Not that I've been to grad school, but I can imagine.
wait, so Trisha, I want to
Yes.
hear about your trajectory post high school, because I feel like all of our lives look very different, but it feels like you kind of like really found your groove when you went to college. Am I making that up?
Okay. Yeah.
That was my perception of it, at least.
I feel like I had
I was
a
just
good
like, God, she's
groove.
thriving.
Oh.
That's all.
Cries.
No, I think it was like my brother had gone to the same high school that we did, and it's one thing, but then you go to college, and the place that I went to college, my brother, my aunt, my grandparents met over there. And then it's just like Atlanta. And in the early, like, was that 2012 or something like that? So it was just a great time.
Yeah. 2012 to 2016, like, what a blessing that we got to go to college during that stretch of time.
Look, I can't relate, unfortunately, because it could have been economic boom and everything going amazing, but like my mental health would have still been really bad. So, but I'm happy for you guys that you had a good experience.
Well, I won't say. I mean, no, I think I just like got into, like, I went to psych. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do psychology, and I really liked it, and I was doing it, and I thought I wanted to go clinical. I was in all of like the programs and everything. Yeah, because my brother's like a doctor, so I'm like, okay, I have to keep up with this guy.
Sure.
I gave up. But then
That's what you're supposed to do as the younger sibling.
Yes, so I have fun.
Exactly. You're supposed to have fun and have best smile and let the older kid be doctor.
Yes.
Totally.
And you're the personality hire.
Yes, maybe.
Not that you can't be a doctor.
Probably.
If you want to be a doctor, obviously, go for it.
I don't.
Okay, good.
He like sees crazy. He works in the ER. He sees crazy things.
I can't even watch The Pit.
My favorite thing in the world is like to do something at work and be like, it's not brain surgery, guys. Like, if I actually had to say this is brain surgery, like, I'd be really pissed. I'm not serious enough for that.
They're not serious either.
Well, that's reassuring.
But
luckily, that will never happen
yeah,
to us.
Of course not. No.
Right.
but
Not here.
I guess back to your question.
Yeah. The trajectory.
How I even got to New York was actually something really crazy. I was on a double date with my friend. We met these
In Atlanta?
in Atlanta.
Okay.
And she lived in College Town, and we needed to go pick her up. I think I forgot where I lived. I lived somewhere and she was somewhere else, and I was picking up some things, and it was the beginning of the school year, and this car like drives down, and me being like, personality. I thought it was somebody that I knew. Whole time, person comes out of the car and puts a gun to my face. I'm so serious.
No.
And then I bent down into the car, and I was like, all right, guys, we got to get out the car. And my friend, because I'm a clown, she was like, stop playing. I'm like, no, bitch. Like, it's got a gun to my head.
Whoa, wait. So you guys are in a car and someone approaches your car?
I was about to get into the car. So like everyone else was in the car. This is when my street smarts were not like super on.
Sure.
Because I should have just gotten to the car and went. But he put the gun, he was like, get out. Yeah. And then there were like a whole bunch of other people came out of the car and were like patting down people. And while they were more focused on other people, I took my wallet and my phone and my friend's wallet and my phone, and I just like threw it, and it came out on the other side of the car.
Oh my God, smart.
Okay, yeah, no
Stress.
street
And it's like the genius that would take, like, truly, I would just be like, I would take out my phone and be like, here you go.
I don't know. I was like, y'all not gonna get me like this.
Yeah.
And they stole a car. Like maybe 5 minutes later, APD comes down the street. We're like, wait. And we tell them what happens, and they identify where the car was. And when I saw where the car was, I just realized, I was like, this is, first of all, they eventually like found them, but these were children.
Oh my
and
God.
yeah, like they're like, some of them are still like
Yeah.
17, 16. And they dropped the car off in a community where it's like everyone kind of knew, like you just see stuff
Sure.
wherever. And in that moment, I was like, there's something wrong with the education system and the way that we do some of these things, because also where we were, I was like, why did this? There was a teacher, there was a Marine, there was a coach, and there was a psychology major in the car. All three of these people should be giving to that community in that way. And so, yeah, I just started doing work at the the Fulton County Juvenile Justice Court. I would like take laser cutters and like 3D printers and be like, let's talk about entrepreneurship, y'all.
Because of this experience that you had.
Yeah. Like
Damn.
I just worked through it and I changed my entire like trajectory. Like I was like, I'm not going to go clinical anymore. And I actually just ended up going to get like an art education technology degree.
Oh.
I'm curious if the people you were with had a similar like existential moment after that. Like, did it shape the way that their careers unfolded?
The men were much older. I think we even went we went out on the date afterwards. Like
you're like around the cosmos.
So we're on
go back to my place.
170 Negronis.
Yeah, we still went out afterwards, which was crazy.
And at that point, I think you need to blow off some steam.
Totally.
Yeah.
You've all just been through a collective trauma together.
He got his car back.
Literally no harm, no foul.
Got his wallet back.
That's the thing with and this is just me, like, obviously this is a generalization, but like, if you're 16 and you're pointing a gun at me, I don't really take that too serious. Like,
no, they might.
You might, but if I give you a stern look and throw my phone on the other side of the car.
Oh, look at that over there.
Like, maybe not.
I will say it was a pretty gun.
Pretty.
It was like
Was it like bejeweled?
No, it was like silver and like.
Was it bejeweled?
Like,
no,
okay,
it was,
what kind of video are we talking?
It's just like a big silver gun. Like, I don't know.
It's funny how that's like locked in your brain.
I just see him getting out of the car and like putting the gun in my face. And I was like, whoa.
Oh my God.
But no, like I don't know what happened with those other guys. I think they were just trying to get some college tail. Like, honestly,
totally.
I will not say whether or not
they planted the guys there. So they were like, oh my God, are you scared?
Yeah.
Who wants a Huggies? Come let me rub your back.
Who wants a Huggies?
my friend who I was with, she was already in education. And I think like that just drove it a little bit more into all that. But yeah, I was like doing that. And then some people at the different institutions like NYU and like Columbia, like, hey, you should like look into our program. And I was like, okay, I'll look into it. And yeah, I went and I did it. And that's why I'm even in New York right now.
So what do you do now?
My best.
Sure.
Same mama.
As do we all.
I work at the intersection of art, technology, education, and social impact. Cool, but like a lot of words. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we work at the intersection of art, technology, education, and social impact here at Floundering.
I mean, what is this whole operation if not exactly what Trish does too?
The technology is the microphones. The art is the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Culture is...
The education is that we talk about topics.
Yes.
And
totally.
Social impact, we help people.
Yes.
Me forgetting what it was and just throwing out culture. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, we're going to get you back on track.
Yeah. Tough go. There was literally only 4 things, I think. So...
oh my gosh, sorry. What that looks like is building bespoke curriculum. Like
bespoke curriculum.
We love the word bespoke here.
Yeah, I'm using like fine dye, like laying, but like thinking about STEM education, creating curriculums for young girls and children from like marginalized communities for them to understand like what does it take to actually go through that pipeline, and also how can we think about their personal experiences and how can we embed that into whatever they're creating on like a digital and creative way.
That's so amazing. You really found out how to make a job that is helpful and that you like do. I mean, I assume that you're passionate about it. Like
I am. I'm tired.
Sure.
So tired.
But I'm tired too, but like I'm not helping the world. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I'm actually helping the world. Like
no, you are.
You're helping young girls become women in STEM.
What could be more important? Wait, Trisha, I have a question.
Hit me. Baby, one more time.
How did you get into like the digital art component? Because in high school, I knew you were very creative and that you were like, yeah, funny and creative,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't have like very strong memories of you being in like the digital art medium. So like, how did you find that?
I think when I at Spelman, like they want you well-rounded.
Mhm.
And so there were some art classes that I needed to take. But I was already taking like psychology classes.
Yeah.
That's my BA is in. And so I was just thinking about the conversion of those two things. This is also around the same time where they got like an innovation lab. So like laser cutters and like 3D printers. And I was like, this stuff is so cool, guys. Like, come on. Everyone's like, ew, what are you talking about?
I still don't understand 3D printing and I'll never get it.
Obviously, same.
I can explain
You
it.
can explain it. It's like, it should just be something that I kind of go on a journey with myself to figure out. But like, I do think the idea of it is awesome, but it to me reads more like magic than real.
And that is what I'm trying to demystify. No, seriously, I'm trying to demystify that. Like technology is magic. No, there's like labor in that and work. I like to say, think of a hot glue gun and like say you wanted to make a hollow heart like slinky. You're basically making a heart on a 2D plane and then you just go up one and then you do it again.
Okay.
And then go up one and then you do it again.
The slinky metaphor makes sense to me.
I knew she was going to get you at heart-shaped slinky. I literally was
Now
like,
I'm like,
Carey's going
"Aw,
to get
I want a
this.
slinky."
Yeah, this is going to click for her.
But yeah, no, so I was just like, I was a nerd for labs and just exploring different mediums and finishes. And then I think there's just like, there was a break in the industry as it relates to like storytelling and innovation. That was like the big word like 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago.
People love innovation.
Innovation, yeah. But now where that's taken me, I care a lot about social impact and like all of these other things. But now I'm like exploring okay, this sounds weird. You ready? Nail design and how that connects to the future as it relates to AI.
See, she mentioned this during
I'm
Negronis, and I said, you're coming on the pod and you're explaining this to Carey. Continue.
I'm like, and go on.
And locked in.
So I think in understanding, like, it's connected to a whole different things, but there is a deep storytelling in what we do with our hands. And
Say that.
There's a deep storytelling in what we do with our hands. And I think about, you know, like when it comes to the future and AI and these things, like jobs are going to be fulfilled. No one's going to fulfill what your grandmother did for you, like in what she did with her hands. And so I asked this question about like, what was some things that your grandmother did for you that have helped you to get to where you are now? Because there's a lineage and a legacy to everything that we build in our lives. And someone else went through something to like build us, and that's labor, and that's like knowledge, and that's fine motor and technology, like how we're promoting it right now with like AI and like robotics. We're not there just yet. And so it's really talking about empathy and care, like driven roles. What is the future of like care driven roles really going to look like? And how can I harvest or understand those stories through the hands? And I go like, okay, we talk about LLMs, like learning language models and things like that. But I think there really is a true, like when we think about where our grandparents or our parents came from, there is a ancestral like knowledge and technology that we have all put into this larger story of like man.
So before Trisha continues to regale us with this story that I can see Carey foaming at the mouth for.
Literally, like, I wish I had brought a notepad or something. I know.
Down. Well, guess what? We're going to re-listen to this and take notes and create an anthology out of it. So that's how that's going to go.
We're going to create a coffee table book.
Oh my God.
Ooh, what color and texture will it be?
You can be in charge of that.
Cool.
But it's going to be one of those very tactile covers that are like linen-y, you know?
Like I want it like this.
Or something like that. By the way, I am addicted to the fact that the sweater is cropped above the titties.
Titties just too big.
I mean, couldn't be my problem.
No, we both, I think, would gladly provide for you in that department.
I need a back brace.
I can help hoist that. That can be my role.
I don't know about
Isabelle
that.
holding me up from the back.
Prom stance you.
There's a whole trend right now. Breast reductions are in.
Yeah, they are.
I saw Brittany from the Valley is getting a breast reduction.
Really?
And
They are life-changing for some people.
well, Jax, her ex-husband, who's like evil incarnate, was like the one who made her get the breast implants to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
I could be making this up, but I'm pretty
What
sure.
we would be talking about if we didn't have the beautiful mind of Trisha
yeah,
on
it's like,
this
hey,
podcast.
so we're not getting to the Valley right now.
So, by the way,
because-
we're not talking about boobs. We're actually talking about our brilliant friend. So, when we bring guests
And
on
my
this
boobs,
podcast,
yeah.
and your boobs, which are also brilliant in their own right,
Thanks.
when we bring guests on this podcast, we like to ask them a seminal question, which is, if you were to sit us down and teach us a class in something, what would it be that you would teach us?
Okay. I would teach you about the history of nails and like the industry of where it came from and how it's not just a story about beauty, but it's also a story about immigration. It's a story about war. It's a story about innovation, industrial revolution, and survival and followers. Okay. Where would you like me to start?
I want you to start wherever you feel comfortable.
Okay. So a lot of people, I'm like thinking back from all of the things that I just like read and everything. There is no distinct research that says like this like nail art or like the idea of someone coloring or doing something really nice to their nail. They don't have like a particular origin.
Mhm.
It seems like it happened in different like BC, way back when. So we're talking about what is it? I'm talking about kind of talk about Babylonia, Egypt, China at different points in time. There's different
I know
people.
Cleopatra had a fresh set.
Yes, she
Oh,
did.
Every
you
day.
know
She
and you
did
know
with
that she
henna.
was clacking them around.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
And we love her for that.
Yeah. Cleopatra and Nefertiti. They both were known for like the hue that they would put, and it's specifically henna. So there's also origins that come from India. And it's like this whole large conversation. But it's about like 5,000 years old in practice, and it's shown up in different ways. In Babylonia, it was actually warriors would buff their nails apparently and do stuff to it, one for ranking, but also to prepare for war. So it was like this ritual kind of thing that people would do. Egypt, I already mentioned, like, but it's one specifically, it's about luxury and status. That's like the continuum when we talk about those things. And so like if you think about like the Yuan dynasty or the Ming dynasty, people wore, it was a form of like status. I remember you remember when like those huge claws in like 09?
I remember
like,
back in the Ming Dynasty, everyone was with their claws, and I was like, guys, it's the Ming Dynasty. What are we doing?
Yeah, this is going to go out of fashion quick.
Let's capitalize.
Yeah.
But it was basically a sign of wealth because you didn't have to do labor.
Right.
So like a lot of times when you see women that have like these super long nails and you're like, how do you do all of this? It's a much longer conversation.
Well, I remember, sorry to interrupt, but like
Go ahead.
seeing back in the day, like seeing Serena Williams play, and she would play with long nails. And I was like, girl, that is a flex.
I'm going to get there.
Okay, yes.
I'm going to get there.
Okay.
I'm going to get there. Okay, hopefully I don't take too long.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we have 25 minutes, so.
Okay, I'm gonna move fast. But yeah, so like through these different dynasties, they had it. It was also a practice within women and like around Asia. It was like taking care of yourself. Like they would wash each other's feet, like with their hands. And there were different techniques about staining like the nail bed over time. We don't really see enamel or like nail paint until the 20th century. But during like one of those ways of how it like disseminated and everything was through the Roman Empire. And so like you have this huge resurgence during the Renaissance.
The Roman Empire did everything.
They really did.
They really did it all.
Including, yeah.
Kill.
Including kill.
Including
rape,
aqueducts.
pillage, aqueducts, and snatch nails.
Snatch nails.
Add that to the list.
And gel.
And gel.
It was at the fall of it. There was a resurgence during the Renaissance. And so really wealthy aristocrats like wanted to have these really nice nail beds. If you look at Renaissance art, you can see like how the hands, it's just having a clean palette for your hands. And again, that was like dainty and healthy. So that's like a particular taste that was starting to develop in like our understanding of a modern, like within this century. And so then where it really takes off is actually in France in the 18th century.
It had to be France.
It had to be.
It had to be France in the 18th century.
Mm-hmm. So King Louis had nasty hangnails.
Ew.
It's like, of course.
Hang
Sickening.
nails. And so he hired a foot doctor.
You know it's bad when it's literally documented in historical
Yeah.
text, where it's like, this was so gross
That
that
they
we
had to
actually,
note it.
like, for time and memoriam, we'll never let him forget it.
Ever.
And like we
Ever,
don't have
period.
technology to like show you photos, so we're just gonna have to describe it in grotesque detail.
Even the smells.
Jeez.
They loved smells back then.
Ooh.
You know, so ripe in those streets.
King Louis, is this the one with all the wives, or is that a different guy?
So
They all had.
They all had a lot of
they all
wives.
had
it was like
harem.
early 1800. I want to
Okay.
get I forget the right number. Yeah.
It's okay.
We're not a numbers pod.
No, certainly not.
But essentially he had a foot doctor come in and create these tools to push back his cuticles and cut them because he got so many hangnails.
Honestly, thank you. Like, we needed you to be disgusting so that we could have the tools that we have today.
And honestly, like, you know, wasn't the best dude there was, but like to recognize that you have a problem and to seek solutions that can benefit the people. That's what you should have been doing in office, my
Right.
guy.
He wasn't doing it for the people. He
Who
was
was he doing it for?
doing it for himself.
Well,
but
the
court,
vanity of it all.
yes. But because he was doing it, court was like, oh, we have to do it because that's a sign of luxury and foo-foo stuff.
Right.
And so you see like the first nail salon pop up in Paris in 1870, 77, right?
Okay.
So there's this woman. So now we're going to America.
Let's
Okay.
go.
My dogs.
Sorry. But Americans were obsessed with the French. There was this woman named...
Of course, we have the French manicure.
Exactly. This woman named Mary Cobb, who was actually the original patenter of the Emery board. She married this really wealthy man.
Yes, let's go.
Stinking rich.
And it's like, use this man's money to get your ideas for your innovation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she created the first salon, and it was like a simple buff and shine. It cost about $1.25, which would be equivalent to $40 today.
Jeez.
Whoa. Okay, get her bag, by the
Yeah.
way.
All you were doing, no enamel, just buffing,
Yep.
like your nails and everything like that. And what that did is it made nail like work more accessible. So Mary Cobb, she opened up the first salon actually in Manhattan in 1878, like what I was telling you about before. So people were spending less time. So it was a place where women could go and relax and not think and like do some type of like labor or anything like that. It gets really interesting now because we're going to talk a little bit about war.
Uh-oh. Gird your loins.
So in World War I guess because of what had happened with the Germans, America got their hands on this, this chemical patent that they had created, which was nitrocellulose.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
And that was utilized to like create the first like lacquer that was utilized for it. And that ended up becoming the patent for car paint. Yes.
Wow. So
Oh.
nail art is a wartime creation in many ways.
I'm getting there.
Okay, sorry. Oh my God, I'm excited. This is all evolving so quickly.
So how it was marketed, like in the 20s to the 30s, cars were becoming more common. More people could have them. And like the only color was not just black now. You could get a yellow car, you could get a red car. And how would you best market it? Because women were like the marketing audience at
Totally.
that time. Get your nails done and have it match your husband's car, honey.
And it's like,
Whoa.
honestly, kind of genius because
Yeah,
I want that.
that snaps.
So they were selling nail paint, but unfortunately, that paint was the same type of paint that they put on the cars.
Oh, okay. So,
So it's
an
like you
entire
can't remove
generation
it?
of lead
Destroyed
poisoning.
their nails.
Oh, geez.
Destroyed their nails, which was a moment for Revlon to come in and swoop in and make the first polish launch.
Wow.
So that's Revlon's story.
Revlon,
actually.
and thank you, Revlon.
And thank you,
Because
Revlon.
I have shouted out Revlon on this podcast before.
You
and
have.
Now,
Oh my God, you did for the blow dryer
for
brush.
my blow dryer brush that they
Mhm.
made that I didn't use it. That's why my hair looks bad now. But it looks
great.
thank you. But it looks better when I use my Revlon. And so I do appreciate them and their work.
So Revlon, this was like a moment for, what is it, Q-Tex and Revlon. They were doing their cool stuff. Also, just a cute shout out to like Mary Cobb, like this first entrepreneur woman. She divorced her husband.
Oh my
He
God.
still let her keep the patent for the Emery board, and they were like, let's work together and make this money happen.
Okay, an amicable separation.
Yes, but he was a dirty dog.
Sure.
They always are.
Yeah. So now, like, we think about Revlon, we have like these manicures. The thing that really, like, you know, manicures are happening. They've been happening for the last like 50 years. Are you all familiar with Joan Crawford? Eyebrows.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
Lady with the eyebrows.
Okay.
No?
No.
That name sounds familiar.
Joan Crawford used to like show them on her in her Hollywood pictures.
Mhm.
So Hollywood basically picked up this like, ooh, nails. And then there became like certain signature nail designs, like a half moon, which was where you'd paint everything except for like that little crescent at the
Oh,
at the base of your nail.
Mhm.
So that was like a whole manicure style. And she brought that in. And it was actually shown in the movie Chained with, I think it was Clark Gable. So there's like all of this weird history. Now, going back to Hollywood, are you familiar with the movie The Birds?
Yes.
Yes. I've
Okay.
seen it.
The main character, what is her name? Tippi Hedren. One, she was like known for her like manicures in general, but she also had a heart and she really cared about what was going on in the world post her filming career and everything like that. We're going to 1970 now.
Okay.
There's actually, during Hollywood, you also have, what do you call it? You have actors, like the whole civil rights movement is becoming a thing. The first ever black supermodel, Danielle Luna, she was the first black supermodel on British Vogue in 1966. And she like did the, you know, Ava from...
Yeah.
So she did that, and that like shot off, and everyone was like, oh, we want these white acrylics, like the white
Ooh.
nails and everything like that. So that was happening. That's a different side of like nail technology with like acrylics and things of that nature. But if you want to talk about the nail industry and the nail business, it actually was really like catalyzed by the Vietnam War and the refugees that were actually coming
War
to
is
America.
coming out looking pretty good in
War
the nail
is
story.
good for us girlies, is what I'm hearing.
So because of what had happened, hold on 1 second, civil rights. Oh, God. So what was going on in the 70s, there was like a refugee crisis from 75 to actually 95. You had a lot of people coming into America, specifically around like California. And one of the things that Tippi had done is she was working for Food for the Hungry. And she really focused on job training and providing skills to some of the immigrant women that had come in that are actually refugees, and they're just trying to like find a way and get work. And so they were teaching them different skills, beauty and everything. And then that's what I was saying, she was known for her manicures. One of the girls had looked at her and was like, I love your manicures. And they realized, oh, wait a minute, this is a thing. So then she had her personal manicurist help them with skills, eventually bringing that to beauty school. When beauty school was done, there was no sole like nail program that could ever exist. That actually brought that in. And what happened is you have the first nail salon ever happening in California around this time. And it started an entire revolution on specifically like the West Coast when it came to specifically like Vietnamese women creating these nail designs and these skills for themselves. And then once they got their licenses, they would also bring in their family. So then it became a resource for everyone to gain like money
and
wealth.
like onboard mobility. Yeah,
exactly. So this like small thing happened from that. then we talk a little bit about the 80s. I was talking about Hollywood in general. That's on the other side, and just like the advancement of technology with nails, acrylics, and things like that.
And like the commercialization of like faces and people, and like hands as a commodity in that sense too.
Exactly. And so you have Diana Ross, you have Donna Summers, you have all these different women like sporting and showing off their nails and in magazines and all of this different work.
It's no wonder then that like hands have become like such an object of like fetishization. Say it one more time.
Fetishization.
Mm-hmm.
See,
yeah,
we did it. We got there.
We got there together. But just that it's like, yeah, this like object of like obsession and affection, and yeah.
I feel like it's never been more of a thing like than it is right now. Like,
yeah. And so I'll jump to it, but we talk about Hollywood and like media. Are you familiar with FloJo, the runner?
No.
Okay. She
but I
was
have
the fastest woman.
Like women runners who have like
FloJo nails,
super long nails.
Yeah, like Sha'Carri.
Like Sha'Carri, of course.
Yeah.
That comes out of her work, and it was actually a larger conversation because one, she made a world record. Everyone was super focused on her acrylics. She had like red, white, and blue. She was like expressing herself and everything like that. Kind of thinking about her, like everyone's really focused on her nails and not the fact that she's fast.
Yeah.
Really, really fast. Beyonce even did her as a costume way back when. But then it became like a larger conversation in general, and people were really having like these think pieces about it. And it became a conversation about taste and what your nails should look like. And that was like all of the 80s. And then towards the end and after kind of what FloJo was doing, you have music videos happening. You have hip hop also kind of jumping into the scene. So you have different women sporting different forms of nails, like Missy Elliott, Lil' Kim, Mary J. Blige, Janet Jackson, putting that in their music video art and putting it on display and using it as a form of art. And it has only just expanded so much from then into kind of where we are now. I could go into like the super, super deep details around that. But based on going back 5,000 years ago where people were kind of doing it for luxury, it's been a conversation about gaining access and accessibility and being able to take care of yourself, take care of your hands, take care of like the people that you are with, while also finding survival and refuge with other people.
Totally. I have a couple questions.
Hit me.
Okay, so
one more time.
I don't know how like online you are.
Okay.
But I have a couple of trains of thought going. Number one, I want to know what you think about nails in relation to gender, because I feel like there's this one example in particular of this guy online named Therapy Jeff, who has like millions of followers on TikTok. He recently kind of got like canceled because he's creepy or whatever. And like what a lot of people in the discourse sort of have uncovered is that a lot of people watching him assume that he was queer because he had his nails done. And then there became a conversation of like some men like weaponizing this aesthetic to like grant themselves access into communities. And it's just crazy how such like a small thing like that can become like a signifier to then make people feel comfortable around you, and then sort of it may or may not be like authentic. But what are your thoughts about just like gender as it relates to this topic?
I think it's actually exciting. You have, so if we go a little bit further into the aughts and you're talking about like 2010, 11, or like 2016, you have people like Harry Styles, A$AP Rocky, Lil Yachty, Lil Wayne, like all of these different people, men painting their nails and expressing themselves in all of these different ways. And that's just that I think impaired with social media as well. And the work of the sense of it's a statement.
Yeah.
You think about like what FloJo was kind of, I'm going to represent America during the 1988 Olympics, and I'm going to put the flags, but realizing that it's a canvas to be able to say something and to share with other people. I don't have a problem with it. And actually, I think it's really cool when I see some men that kind of dapple with it. There are other men where they're like, But then at the same time, there are men that were getting manicures back in the 60s and everything. They're just like clear polished sets.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I just started dating someone a week ago, 2 weeks ago, who has a gel manicure.
Okay.
And I was like sort of taken aback by my own response to it. Like it was definitely an indicator for me of like, oh, did I think that was just for girls? Like, because it's not. And like they're cute. And first thing I said was like, oh, cute. But it is like, I do think, like you said, I feel like it's becoming more of a statement for men to show that they are like can express themselves
and they care about their bodies.
Yeah.
I think
and there's so much shame with guys too about like wanting to lean into like self-care for fear that it's feminine or that like detracts from their masculinity. And like there's nothing I love more than being in a nail salon and like watching a guy come in all by himself and getting his pedicure. I'm like, thank you for taking care of yourself.
Right.
I recommend y'all go on a mani-pedi date. Run it up.
Run it up
on the bill.
Honestly, he would love that
stuff. Yeah.
He told me that his person has like jacked up her prices, but it's like you can afford it.
Yeah.
So let's go. And it's like nice. It's nice that like you said that you're demonstrating that like you care. And if you're getting your nails done, you're probably also doing your skincare and like getting a good night's sleep and eating well.
I like how this is kind of having this evolutionary kind of conversation behind it all. Like when you saw, like, do you still, like, it's a form of health. You're seeing a man be healthy. Okay, I'll have a baby with you because you're healthy.
Right.
Totally.
Literally.
Yeah. You
Is that a
care
jump?
of yourself.
Is that a jump?
No, well, and I think the other side of it is like truly, and it's funny that we're even talking about this now because when I was planning on going on this first date with the guy, my first thought was, don't forget to look at his hands. Because whether or not your hands look good, first of all, you're going to be touching me with those, presumably. So like, I would like for you to just not be disgusting. Like, and I feel like I'm so used to the opposite end of the spectrum where it's like, you're biting your nails, like you're probably not washing your hands, like it's gross. And so no, like you're not, those aren't coming near me.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, to see someone who's like manicured and like not only keeps them clean, but like has little designs on them too. It's like, okay.
Totally. Well, and like to bring it back to where I think like the genesis of what you were talking about, like the fascination of like something being ancestral and passed down, it's like presumably those will be hands that pass down something too. And if those hands are like covered in dirt and bitten to a pulp and bleeding, like I actually don't want you to pass down anything. So it is very and like evolutionary that way, where it's like, yeah, that will have a legacy of itself. And
well, also,
I don't like that legacy.
And I don't want that legacy to be mine.
Yeah.
Also, like this is more about, it's just funny that like biting your nails, like that's a direct reflection of your like mental state. So like,
and boy, do I wear that on my sleeve.
But like, yeah, it's just interesting. Like you can learn so much just from that fact.
Yeah. And it is interesting, like, if we're gonna like bring, I don't know, Carl Jung into this, we might as well. Okay. It's like, what does it say about a human? Like, what's like the larger message of like the hands are the object that we bite when we're nervous? Like, what's the message there? You know what I mean? Because the hands hold so much. I don't know. That's
tea.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would clap back, but there's nothing there.
Put it on the microphone.
My skin pads.
You can hear the fibers of your.
Go off, queen.
I mean, mine are really short too, but
I think I just read something somewhere. I'm gonna butcher this.
Welcome to the pod, by the way. If
seriously.
You're butchering something, you're right at home.
Okay, let's get some meat on the grill. I think it said something about some men when their nails, like it looks like a club, like it grows.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like an actual outcome from some biological something.
Right.
I don't want to say it like it's wrong, but back to kind of both of the things that you all are talking about as well is it's a sign of of health and
Totally.
all of these other things as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn. This is really illuminating.
How has this changed your life?
I think I need to like sit with it for a while.
Okay.
But I love like going back in time and being like this. It's like so amazing how things were kind of always a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they didn't have like
Yeah.
they didn't have OPI back then.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I'm so
See-
grateful that we have them now.
Yeah, me too. The giants of the industry.
Yeah.
I also have to say that there's like something so genuinely uplifting about this focus area for you in general and for everyone in general, where it's just like
Oh, thanks, friend.
there's so much conversation right now about like what is replaceable. Like,
Mm.
and by the way, according to like all of the tech gods, it's literally everything can be replaced by a robot. And then, or whatever, these like LLMs or AI, it's just like everything in the eyes of some of these people is like ripe for the taking.
Mm.
And then you look at your hands and it's like, my fingerprint is my, like, no one else in the world has this fucking fingerprint. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And now AI can take it if you have a picture and it can get
And it can like
Grooves.
3D print my hand.
maybe.
Ugh. Okay. Well, I was going to say you can't replace it. But guess what, folks? I
They
stand
can.
corrected. You can.
But I really don't think soft robotics or anything is even anywhere close to that. Have you seen the robot dancing like Michael Jackson on
Oh,
stage?
that actually woke me up in the middle of the night last night where I said,
didn't
get this
see.
out of your head.
Oh,
It's
geez.
poison.
But yeah, but a lot of times when we think about robotics or a lot of inventions that are created, war is at the center of it. It is
That
a
is crazy.
catalyst for creation and mobilization and all of these other things.
Maybe this is like the silver lining of Trump being so like warmongery. It's like, but we're gonna get
A new
some
form of
new
nail art
sets.
out of it. Yeah.
Guys.
So this wasn't my point.
At the very least.
I mean, someone said, I think some of the best art is about to come out of this. Like
I
we're about
agree.
to
1,000%.
Yeah.
We're about to have some of the best albums dropped of our whole life. And we can
Yes.
ignore the Michael Jackson movie for now because I think that was maybe a blip.
I didn't see that. Wait, was the robot dancing as him in the movie?
No, if
Oh,
it was
okay,
like an
good.
online
was
thing,
a-
it'll
was a
find you.
scroll.
Now that we've said it, it'll find you.
I'm sure
3
it will.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great.
I'll
Um,
make sure you have it.
Please.
But wait, before we transition, what can you walk us through your nail art right now? And is there any
I love your
thing
nails.
that you
Thank
want to
you.
share about it because they're gorgeous and they match your outfit?
Oh, I know. Thank you. My color has been green recently. I think I've been using my time to take care of my hands in this like transitional period that I'm currently in. And there's layers to it. And so I've layered, like there are actual layers in my nails right now. And I use like a cat eye for it, where it's like understand your base and like where you came from, but build upon that. And so like there's windows and there's other ideas
Oh.
that are a part of that I'm trying to express through my nail art, even though sometimes I'm like, you're not really doing the real sculpture work like some of the other girlies and things like that. But I'm really trying to change my material life with how I treat my hands and what I do with like these nails. And I made my first press on sale yesterday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Help me next.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
I cannot imagine you with press-ons, but I want to.
Next episode, I'm coming clacking away,
Yeah.
girls.
It's
Just
gonna be
you
click
wait.
clack central.
You heard this? Just wait until next time.
Well, I just
My
keep
skin
thinking about,
pads.
to wrap up this conversation because I know we have to go, how like literally everything we create is with our like starts with our hands.
Yeah.
And the word manifest comes from the word hand in Latin.
Mm.
And it's like
Mano,
man-
mono.
yeah, mono. So literally like our hands are really important.
Mono-y mono.
Mono.
Sorry. I don't know that
All three shake in the middle, girls.
Perfect.
Thank you. This was so illuminating. I've literally like
It makes me want to go read books.
You are so singular, by the way, too. Like, I don't think anyone else is like thinking this way. I mean, at least in the dark corners of the internet that I inhabit, this is the first time I'm ever hearing about
You should
something
take
like
me there
this.
sometime.
Yeah, come. The water's hot, burning hot. But thank you for sharing that with us and
Thank
for
you
your
for
detailed
having me.
notes.
I know.
And I can't wait for your linen-bound coffee book.
I wish we had like 3 more hours because I feel like we only scratched the surface of
I know
your
we'll have to do a
knowledge.
part 2,
Yeah.
obviously. And we like literally did not delve into high school the way that we probably could
Oh
have.
my gosh.
I know.
So we'll get back to that. Do we want to do an extremely quick round robin?
Yes.
M and B?
Yes, we will do a quick M&B. Thank you, Maxim. Our closing segment, Message in a Bottle, is where we take a moment to give love and gratitude towards something in our lives right now. Would you like to go?
Sure, I'll kick it off. Mine is quick because it's topical. My message in a bottle goes out to storms that break the heat. Yesterday was biblical, my darlings.
It
Hello,
was.
symbolism. Things are getting too hot. Things are feeling too heavy. Mother Nature has a cure.
I know.
I saw a video this morning of a woman getting literally swept out of an MTA bus, like screaming hand in the air,
That's so scary.
babbling down aggressive rapids down Flatbush Avenue. And I was like, Mother Nature's still working, actually. Like, we like to think that she's broken, but like, she's doing just fine.
Mhm.
And she's still going to be sending her messages to us, and they're going to be aggressive. But there was something very like refreshing and reassuring. Like, okay, things were really hot for 3 days, but like Mother Nature is still going to find a way to clean the slate for us.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Thank you,
I will
Mommy.
say watching my street flood the way it did was like harrowing in many ways. I did not need to see a woman getting literally like the River Nile sent down to her death, but like,
She was okay though, right?
of course,
So it's fine.
yeah.
Unlike the woman who fell into the manhole. Did you hear about that?
Oh my gosh, I did.
Because I was really confused because they said she fell 10 feet. And I was like, then how did she die? Because 10 feet isn't like that much.
She was
But apparently she was steamed to
turned
death.
into.
stepped out of her car and went straight into a manhole.
It was a hot pot. Like,
I
she was
really don't
literally
want that to happen
cooked.
to me.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I
hopefully
don't
it
want
won't.
that to happen to anyone. But anyway, M&B goes out to Mother Nature.
Anyway, love you.
And the aggressive storms that she sends our way when things feel a little bit too hot to handle.
Okay, thank you for that. I'll do mine. And mine is also very quick and also no spoilers because Maxim has not seen the latest episode of Survivor 50 finale last night. But I do just want to say that Jeff Probst, host of Survivor, made a really embarrassing mistake that has become the headline of the entire show. And I just really am grateful for that because it was highly entertaining to see someone mess up so bad on live TV. It was just like, yes, it really humanized him, and it made me think about the times that I've messed up and how they weren't nearly as bad as that because millions of people were not watching.
I love when that happens.
And he recovered and like made it kind of into a joke. And
Did he like pants himself or something?
no, he like spoiled something that was about to happen right before they showed it.
Oh, that's
The timing got messed up.
bad.
It was really bad. And everyone in the audience, people were like booing in the audience. They were like, no. And Jeff Probst was like, what just happened? And they got to commercial. It was actually so entertaining.
Oh my God, that's kind of like giving Janet Jackson nip slip. Where you're
Literally.
like, that wasn't supposed to happen.
100%. Although I think that was planned.
Of course.
I'm a truther in that
publicité.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, just shout out to like those moments of hubris and those moments of like, not this person is not a god and everyone makes mistakes. And like in the world of AI, I love human mistakes.
Oh my God, me too.
Ugh,
They're so
the best.
cute
They're so cute.
and life affirming.
yeah.
Mhm.
So that's all. That's mine.
All right, Trisha, close us out.
Oh gosh. At first, I was going to do like shout out to bubble baths. 'Cause I like
No,
to take
do
them.
it.
Do it.
No, but now I'm like, you're doing like a current event type of.
No, this is
Oh.
gonna come out in 2 weeks. Don't worry.
You don't have to. No. In fact, we're gonna listen to this and be like, "Oh my God, that I forgot that rainstorm happened."
And I'm gonna be
So,
like, Survivor 50 was so long ago.
"Yeah,
Y'all are so encouraging. Shout out to taking baths again.
Yes.
And like doing things that you did when you were a kid and like
Yeah.
re-child defying
Mhm.
yourself. And being like playful. I don't know. I just like love sitting in the bath and like making like
Rubber ducky.
I need some. I need some. I'm gonna steal some off of someone's Jeep. But I need like Epsom salt, CBD soak. I got mood lights.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
ask about your lighting situation.
oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like I just love to take a bubble bath and like put like an oatmeal, cardamom,
yes.
like rose,
Yeah.
something on a Sunday night and prepare myself for the week.
Yeah. It's one of the great
Self-care,
things to do.
babies. Start with your nails, end with the bath.
Also, I think we've discussed before when I had my Bartholin cyst how
Don't bring me back
how
there.
the solution to a lot of ailments is just taking a bath
Yeah.
with
Oof.
Epsom salts.
Yes.
Like you like whatever inflammation or any shit you have going on, it's like it just will resolve.
Oh yeah, you guys seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding when they talk about Windex?
Yeah.
I'm like, have you heard about
Yeah.
Epsom salts?
Yeah.
I'm like, have I
I'll
got
take
something
one
for
step
you?
further. Yeah.
Epsom salt does great things. Yes.
Well, you're brilliant. Thank you so much for doing this. I've missed you so much. I can't wait for more White Negronis.
And I'm invited this time.
And guess what? There's going to be a third.
I love it.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
well, signing off, Floundering Inc. Another one in the basket.
another one in the basket, in the woven basket. Okay,
bye.
bye. Love you.